13-257 State versus Courtney Goodwin, obtaining a controlled substance by fraud.
Your Honor, I represent Ms. Goodman privately, but enter a plea of not guilty and waive formal reading of the charges, formal arraignment.
I'll enter that plea and have her reappear on January 23rd at 10 o'clock regarding discovery.
That's fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. 13-183 State versus Brandon Watkins, battery in the first.
We're here on a reappearance today. I believe this is set as a discovery
Yes, ma'am.
deadline. As of yet, have not received any discovery from the prosecuting attorney's office.
Okay. Does it appear that can be provided?
Judge, it appears there's copies in here, and I'm assuming.
Okay. I'll just put down discovery to be provided, and if there's anything further, we'll take it up later.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
I believe
you.
he's already scheduled for a reappearance
Yes, ma'am.
later on.
You're
So.
free to go, sir. 12-268 State versus Matthias Jones, failure to register. Matthias Jones.
Yes, Your Honor, we just need to get him rescheduled on the trial docket. We've about got all of his issues worked out, but I don't want the case to fall between the cracks. We've waived speedy trial once before we do that again.
Okay. All right, we'll note in the scheduling order that the speedy trial's been waived.
Thank you,
We'll
Judge.
issue an order.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. State versus Herman Wenzel, terroristic threatening, 13-153.
Your Honor, he is hard of hearing.
Are you pleading guilty to obstructing governmental operations?
Yes.
Okay. By pleading guilty to obstructing governmental operations, you're giving up your right to have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're also giving up your right to an appeal. Do you also understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
I didn't hear that.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Okay. This time, sir, I'm going to judge you guilty and place you on 1 year's probation. You may be released from supervised probation after 3 months if all fines and costs are paid in full.
Yes, sir.
You'll pay court costs of $200. You'll be fined $100. You'll pay a $20 booking fee. Pay the sums you owe at the rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days. And make your payments to the Sheriff's Department. Okay? Okay, and you'll need to see a probation officer before you leave today.
Yes, sir.
State versus Ashley McFarland, forgery and theft, 13-143.
Your Honor, we're here for pre-trial. There are no steps to take. The case has been set already on a scheduling order for a status hearing on December the 5th. Hopefully, the prosecutor and I will have it worked out. We're about that far from it, but he needs to talk to an investigator, so do I. So we'll try to resolve that. If we can bring it back up to you in November and dispose of it. We can work it out. But otherwise, it's for a status hearing on the 5th.
Very well, sir. Thank you.
We might be excused. That's
Yes,
all I have. Thank
Yes.
you.
13-233 State versus Grover Fitzpatrick III, delivery of methamphetamine, several counts, possession of cocaine or methamphetamine, or not. That's some kind of hallucinogen, I suppose. 13-231 conspiracy to deliver narcotics.
Your Honor, he was arraigned last week. We're just here for reappearance, get on schedule.
Okay. We'll have him reappear on January 23rd at 10 o'clock regarding discovery.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State versus Ernie Hotfin, furnishing prohibited articles, 13-264. Who represents you, sir?
Looks like he's made application, Your Honor. Public Defender's Office will be representing him. We waive reading of the information and plea of not guilty.
Reappear before Judge Webb on November 21st, 10 o'clock. Ready to go.
Thank you, sir.
State versus Michael Downey. Possession of methamphetamine and paraphernalia, 13-245.
There's no action to take today. We've received discovery, and looks like it's been scheduled or will be.
Reappear on January 23rd at 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
13-219, State versus Kayla Hickman. Possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia, domestic battery, 13-219.
Your Honor, I have not had a chance to meet with Mr. Bayless yet, but I'm in the process of hiring him.
Reappear on November 14th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Here you go. State versus Timothy Dutcher, is that correct? Possession with intent to deliver controlled substance, possession of instrument of crime, 1368. Sir, I'm looking at a police statement here. Have you gone over this document?
Yes, sir.
And it looks like you signed it, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in the police statement?
I do.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of possible penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver and possession of an instrument of crime?
Yes, sir.
By doing so, you're giving up your right to have a trial, and you also cannot appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Other than the recommendation in the police statement regarding your recommended sentence, other than that, have you been promised anything?
No, sir.
Have you been threatened in any manner or coerced in order
No,
to get you to
sir.
change your plea? No. And are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
You had some ecstasy in your possession on or about March 8th of this year here in Baxter County with the intent to sell it to somebody?
Yes, sir.
See, what was the instrument of crime? You recall?
No, it was scales.
Oh. This time, sir, I'm going to accept your plea and judge you guilty. On the felony, you placed on 5 years probation. On the misdemeanor, 12 months probation. You're ordered to be supervised. You'll pay $200 in cost, a $1,000 fine, $200 in public defender fees, a DNA fine of $250, drug crime assessment of $125, and a $20 booking fee. And you pay the sums you owe at the rate of $100 per month. Beginning within 30 days, payments are made to the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County. You'll need to see a probation officer before you leave today.